Hello everyone, this is Jan from Lviv, and it has already been 2 weeks since I've been here. I'm still on a mission to improve my Russian, and there is a lot of confusion about this. There is people following me on YouTube and also commenting on videos that we have posted on Facebook, and they were wondering why a guy like me would come here to learn Russian. They thought that I might be sponsored by the Russian government to make some propaganda here. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. I started learning Russian in the beginning of this year, and I did that from home in Helmond, the great city of Helmond. Also in Brussels, and I spent the time in Brazil. The reason why I came to Lviv is not to provoke the Ukrainians, but as another reason, and that's a personal reason. The reason is that my good friend Lucas was living here and is still living here, and I came here well, just to visit him. And I run Language Boost, of course, with Lucas, and I always feel that when we work together we are way more productive. So the reason that I want to learn Russian is I want to be able to travel more comfortably in countries where Russian is spoken. I want to go to Central Asia, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. All these countries are still on my list, and I really feel that speaking Russian is really gonna help me with that. So this is just something for me personal that's gonna make my travel life easier, and has nothing to do with the conflict that's currently going on here in Ukraine, as we know. I have to be very honest with you. Actually, I haven't been working very hard in the last 2 weeks on my Russian. So yeah, I need to work a little bit harder. I've been working very hard for the last 2 weeks, but not only on my Russian. With Language Boost, we're gonna launch the Vocab Booster courses for lots of new languages, and we really worked hard on that. I was basically working, Lucas as well, on that day and night for 2 weeks. So I didn't go out much, didn't talk too much to strangers, didn't go to many language meetups. We got a lot of work done. I expect to have some more time over the next 2 weeks.
Я розмовляю українською.
So yeah, I need to be more consistent. What I have been doing actually, and I think this is really important in language learning. I mean, we all have the problem of not having enough time. But what I at least managed to do is, I managed to do something every single day. Every night before I went to bed, if I hadn't done any Russian that day, I revised the vocabulary on my Anki. And if you want to learn a language, it's not the most important thing to spend 1 hour per day on the language that you're learning. But I think the key in language learning is being consistent. And for the last 2 weeks, I've at least been able to work on my Russian every single day. There were days where I didn't have 1 hour, but then I would just study for 30 minutes, just revise the flashcards on my Anki.